What if I told you that the penny in your pocket could be worth over $1 million? It sounds impossible, but today, we will explore the most shocking penny discoveries ever made. Ordinary people, just like you, became millionaires overnight by finding the rarest pennies. Stay with me till the end, because you won't believe what these pennies are worth. If your own pocket change could be hiding the next big fortune. Number 5. In 1943, the United States was deep in the Second World War. Copper was needed for military equipment, so the US Mint switched from copper pennies to steel ones. However, a few 1943 pennies were accidentally struck on leftover copper plankets from 1942. These copper pennies are extremely rare. Only a handful exist today. Finding one of these pennies in circulation would be like discovering a hidden treasure. One of these rare pennies was discovered in a dusty old coin collection in the 1950s. It remained largely unnoticed until auction decades later, fetching a staggering $1.7 million. Collectors and experts have studied these coins closely. They note tiny differences in the copper color, the mint marks, and even the shine. Every detail is scrutinized, because even the smallest imperfection or feature can increase its value significantly. The 1943 copper penny is more than just an error. It is a symbol of a moment in history when the world was at war. People who owned these pennies often didn't realize their value until decades later. Some were passed down in families, tucked away in drawers, and then discovered during estate sales. The thrill of discovery for collectors is immense. Some collectors believe that holding a 1943 copper penny is like holding a piece of time itself. The coin survived the war, survived circulation, and now survives in collections as a treasure beyond imagination. Imagine finding one of these pennies among your everyday coins. Would you recognize it? Would you realize its value? This penny has the power to turn an ordinary collector into a millionaire overnight. Number 4. Penny number for 1940 for steel penny mistake. The 1944 penny was supposed to be made of bronze, that a few were mistakenly struck in steel. These errors are incredibly rare. Today, they can sell for over $200,000. The mistake occurred when leftover steel plankets from 1943 were accidentally used in 1940 for production. Only a few survived, and collectors around the world are still hunting for them. Collectors have discovered these pennies in rolls, jars, and old change boxes. Each find is a story. Imagine opening a small tin of old coins and seeing a steel penny from 1944. You might not know its value at first, but experts immediately recognize it. The subtle difference in color and weight tells them this coin is no ordinary penny. It is a rare mistake worth a fortune. The steel penny error reminds us how even the smallest oversight at a mint can create a treasure. People who have found these pennies often share stories of how they were about to throw them away before recognizing their rarity. Some coins stayed in circulation for years, passing from hand to hand before anyone realized their significance. Collectors today use magnifying glasses and detailed reference guides to examine old pennies. They look at every aspect: the metal, the mint marks, the wear, and even tiny scratches. All these details can mean the difference between a few dollars and hundreds of thousands. The 1944 steel penny is a lesson in patience, observation, and luck. Imagine discovering one in your own collection. Would you know immediately that it could be worth a fortune? Number 3. 1943 bronze penny. The 1943 bronze penny is one of the most famous and valuable error coins in history. While the world received steel pennies during the war, a few bronze coins were accidentally produced. These pennies are rarer than almost any other penny from the 20th century. Only a handful exist today. One famous 1943 bronze penny was discovered in a box of coins in the 1980s. The collector who found it had no idea of its value initially. Over time, experts authenticated it, and it was eventually sold for several $1 million. Stories like these inspire collectors worldwide. They show that sometimes fortune favors the patient and observant. The 1943 bronze penny is not just valuable because it is rare. It tells a story of wartime America, of minting errors, and of hidden treasures surviving decades. Collectors study these coins meticulously, examining every detail from the edges to the mint marks. Even minor differences can significantly affect the coin's value. Finding a 1943 bronze penny in circulation would be like winning a lottery. Many coins remained hidden in jars, drawers, and collections for decades before anyone realized their significance. The thrill of discovery, something collectors chase for a lifetime. Every bronze penny tells a story, and each story could make someone a millionaire overnight. Could you imagine the excitement of holding such a penny in your hand? Number 2. The 1955 doubled-die penny is one of the most sought-after coins by collectors. This penny is famous for its double date and lettering, which occurred due to a minting error at the Philadelphia Mint. Depending on the coin's condition, it can sell for $50,000 to over $100,000. Collectors and even celebrities actively search for this coin. Many have discovered it hidden among rolls of ordinary pennies. The excitement of finding one is unmatched. Experts often study the coin under magnification, highlighting the doubling on the numbers and letters. This error is so distinctive that even amateur collectors can learn to spot it with practice. The 1955 double-die penny is a perfect example of how mistakes in minting can create extraordinary value. Some collectors hold on to these coins for decades, while others sell them at auction for record-breaking prices. The story of each coin is unique. Some were discovered in jars, some passed down through generations, and some found unexpectedly in change. Imagine holding a 1955 double-die penny in your hand, knowing that a single coin could change your life. Number 1. 1793 chain cent. Finally, the crown jewel of penny collecting, the 1793 chain cent. This was the first official US penny, and it is extremely rare. Only a few of these coins exist in private collections worldwide. One sold at auction for over $2 million, proving that historical significance and rarity can outweigh even the largest sums of money. The 1793 chain cent is more than just money. It is history in your hand. The coin tells a story of the early United States, of the birth of American coinage, and of craftsmanship that has survived over two centuries. Collectors prize it not only for its value but also for the connection it provides to the past. Holding a 1793 chain cent is holding a piece of history. It is a reminder that even the smallest coin can carry immense significance. From minting mistakes to historical treasures, pennies can change lives in ways we never imagined. Perhaps the next penny you find could be the next million-dollar discovery. Keep your eyes open and never underestimate the power of a single coin. And that's the astonishing truth. 5 tiny pennies, once worth almost nothing, now worth millions. Stories that remind us that history can hide in the smallest places. And who knows, maybe the next life-changing coin is already in your pocket. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell so you never miss our next discovery. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay curious.